Hello everybody, and just here and welcome back to Magia Record episode 7. That's the penultimate one, isn't it? Yeah, because this season is just 8 episodes long, isn't it? Right. Uh interesting. Interesting. Where is it going to take us? Especially the finale. Or, well, the final season. The final season will probably be the fight with the Walpurgisnacht? I know, I'm not sure. We'll see. Also, to get it out of the way, the last episode was late on YouTube. I did have this episode on set up on Patreon to release the post publicly on time, but I forgot to release the video on YouTube on time. I know, I just kind of did. It was New Year's and stuff, so I guess I was somewhere else with my mind. Which kind of brings us to a very good question. How am I going to release this episode and the finale? I'm still not sure whether this episode will go straight to YouTube and then I'm going to record the finale and release that early on Patreon, or am I just going to give nothing to YouTube for a week? And both of those episodes will be early on the Patreon. We'll see. We'll see about that. So far, I'm just gonna record it. That's what I can do. That's what I know to do, right? So, where are we? In the previous episode, we were in a big rush towards the newly founded like a combination of two Uwasa, right? The Hotel Fenthrope and the weird, I don't know what it is, like a amusement park. Yeah, amusement park, I think, right? It's a weird combination of those both for some godforsaken reason. And we need to get there to, of course, stop the Magius from doing what they want to do, right? From bringing upon this world a Walpurgisnacht, to stop them from exploiting humans, etc., 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 etc. All that jazz is what we want to do. Birch sap with some lime juice. And everybody's here. Madoka's group, being Madoka, Sayaka, Homura, are here to yeah, those three. Kyoko isn't with them. They are here to recover Mami. Kyoko is meanwhile helping Iroha, and Yachiyo is driving. And on the inside, the rest of the group is also there. Right, Kuro is fighting. We don't really know what happened to her. Tsuruno is glitching out, so we have no fucking clue what's happening to her. Sana, Felicia, everybody is there doing something besides Kaede, because Kaede? Yeah, Kaede was turned into the doppel, right? Was it Kaede or was it Rena? It was Kaede. Yeah, it was Kaede. So it really seems like we are nearing the big climax, especially since the Walpurgisnacht is coming. Magius is of course defending themselves with a force of other magical girls that we have seen, and they have really cool designs, and apparently some of them are really important for the story of the game, but here they are basically just cameos. And we also have Alina helping Mifuyu. Holy fucking shit, there's so many characters. I really need this list of characters here because... god damn it. That's a lot. But yeah, Mifuyu went on to confront Nemu and Toka. She got her shit kicked in, then was busted through the floor and landed near Alina's atelier, I guess. Alina gave her the grief seed and just helped her and went to do her things. and stuff, I guess. And now our main group, main strike force, I guess you could say, being Madoka's group combined with Yachiyo's group and Kyoko, they will have to fight the Mami goddess form and glitchy Tsuruno. Yes, that's where we are. It really takes effort to remember it all. Believe you me, it really takes effort to be able to recount all those events because so much shit is going on and not everything makes sense. But yeah, that's where we are. Our strike force now has to go through Mami and Tsuruno to get to Nemu and Toka and hopefully stop the events from eventing and happening. We'll see how they do that. We'll see whether or not they do that. We'll see where it goes in general. But to do that, we will need to, of course, watch this episode. To do it, we'll need your subs to follow along with me. I'm going to need my sound to hear what's going on in the show, of course. And I'm gonna have to ask you guys for your support. Support the channel if you want monetarily on Patreon or YouTube down below, or not. Share my content, spread the word. It costs you nothing and helps a lot. And with that, we can start watching episode 7 of Magia Record Season 2 in 3, 2, 1, go. And right, I always forget to mention that you get early access to Magia Record on my Patreon if you want. If that's something you're interested in. Yeah, those green characters, what the fuck are they? They are floating around Mami, they are floating around Tsuruno. Pretty sure we've seen them in some other circumstances as well. I don't think Toka is particularly, worried about what they were supposed to do. Yeah. It's no longer about just saving the magical girls. It's about becoming motherfucking deities. I knew something's fucky-wacky with Toka. Question is, do you have enough of whatever factor to actually be able to become a deity, right? Madoka had enough because she's simply, this powerful because of Homura's shenanigans. Homura has enough of the whatever factor because she's lived so many lives. Do you? Can you hope to become a deity? I know, we'll see. Maybe you can actually achieve that somehow by defeating the Walpurgisnacht. I mean, they don't want to defeat the Walpurgisnacht, far as I understand, right? They want Embryo Eve to consume the Walpurgisnacht, right? Right. And yeah, the Eternal Sakura. That's why I'm going to kill magical girls. Okay, so we can stop time. That's good. I thought for a moment that... Or is she? Yeah, she's able to attack despite a time stop. Yeah, those green characters again. It's like a witch's labyrinth, an artificial witch's labyrinth, essentially, right? An Uasa labyrinth, you could say. No, I don't think she will. I don't think it's gonna be quite as easy. Tokas, at least. Whether Nemu has much to do with it, that's, I guess, debatable. Okay, thank you for being here, Sana. Thank you for being here, Felicia. Time to connect to Ridaivo. And a perfect dodge. Ribbons. Oh, with things just like Sana's shield, so was that Sana's power? Or, well, a combined power of Sana and Felicia? This really is a witch's labyrinth. Except artificially created. No, she's just the main character. Hugs for everybody. Yep. Motherly Yachiyo, where I'll be. Did it, though? I mean, I'm still not entirely decided on whether the Doppel system is actually this bad. Yes, actually. Slap? No. Yeah, sure, but does it have to be? What if you aren't, though? Yeah, maybe don't run off in the middle of, like, a, you know, Walpurgisnacht incursion. Something important was probably written on that thing. Churros? If so, then misshapen. I could go for some churros. Yes, also Nakama. Yeah. Faint Hope? You mean Hotel Fanthrope? Hmm. Okay. Makes sense actually. And explains the green weird characters. Question is, did Mitama have anything to do with it? Mm-hmm. Okay, let me know. What are the details? I'm all ears. No, we're not explaining shit. Okay, I get used to it. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Question is, which is worse? Walpurgisnacht or Embryo Eve? Who the fuck knows, actually? It's not like we have the whole magical girl thing down to science, so we can't really know, right? We know that Toka thinks so, but that's all we know. That's how probably. Oh? Is it a direct communication? Yeah, okay. But you just bum rushed Toka with no plan. Who might that be? Mitama? Mitama. Or maybe not. Mm-hmm. Okay. Fair. Of course. Yeah, sure. It's as based on trust as doing business with the incubators. Also, is it just me or did the color palette of Mifuyu change? I don't think she had quite as many like black and dark gray elements on her. I think there was even some like light blue, but I'm not sure. I might just be tripping. Because maybe you have an idea. Nobody does, actually. Even though nobody knows a thing about you, we can see your actions and we can judge them. What's the deal with Mitama? But... okay, we're just getting her backstory. Sure. Sign me the fuck up. So a non-combat magical girl. Interesting. Makes sense, yeah. Okay, and a hug. Sure, hugs always help. At least a little bit. And thus a new ship was born. Okay, sure, I'm down. Why not? Oh, the hopeful music. Oh, so you're just going to connect with the magical girl, not with the... okay. Makes perfect sense. Interesting. The music's picking up. So we need someone with the best image of the respective girl to be the one to connect with them. Okay. Sure. Makes sense. I'm down. Probably ain't gonna be as easy though. Yeah, probably. Makes sense that it would be either Sayaka or Madoka. Why do you look like me? Oh, right! They don't know about that. They don't know about tweaking gems. They know nothing about those systems. Right. Cool. But... so is Mitama just going to fucking die? It's likely. Oh, Doppel? Or a memory? I know. Wait, Mami was doing anything similar to connecting? Can't say I remember that happening in Madoka Magica. I might just not be remembering it, though. So, this episode, maybe not this episode, but the next episode we get them back. Hopefully. And the last 4 episodes are just going to be fighting the Embryo Eve and perhaps the Walpurgisnacht. That's a lot of spears. That's some zoomies. Oh, what? Kyuubey? Why the fuck are you there? Wait, Sana can multiply her shields? Okay. We're getting some Sakuga. Yeah, we're getting some proper Sakuga. Are we just going to get them both back in this one episode? Or at least Tsuruno? Okay, so both of them are using Sana's shields in one way or another. And did it work? Or are we just going to end the episode with a cliffhanger? What the fuck, Madoka? I guess it didn't work, huh? Or is it the Uasa that's dead and Tsuruno is like separated from her? Apparently not. Apparently it did fail. Well, shit. You don't know anything. Yeah, no shit. Mitama doesn't seem to know anything either. So why did it fail? Did Mitama betray them? Has Mitama been misled by Toka? Did Yachiyo not have a clear enough of a picture of Tsuruno? Either of those is possible. But yeah, I guess good thing that Madoka stopped Sayaka, huh? Why would it fail, though? Anything after credits, perhaps? No, probably not. Probably not. Well, shit. Well... Shit. Let's watch it again, shall we? Yes, we shall, of course, as always. We were supposed to save magical girls, not hurt them. But of course we have to become gods to do that. Of course. Obviously. I think it's fair to say, that my theory that the whole plan just kind of spiraled is true, is correct. That initially Nemu, Toka, and either Ui or Alina, I'm still not sure on that, came up with the plan to save all magical girls. Nemu still believes in that plan. Alina still believes in that plan as well, but Toka just kinda corrupted it into something it wasn't supposed to be. Right? Right. I think it's fair to say that it's exactly what happened. Ha! Ha ha ha. Welcome to Collation Land. Yeah. Some cool fighting. This episode was mostly fights, really. Connection. Fairly powerful for just a, connect spell. Like, sure, connect spells are powerful in general, but this is like doubly so. Right? To the point of being able to stop Mami's powers from in like a large area. And who's asking this question? Is that Homura? Homura or Madoka? I'm not sure. I don't think it was Kyoko. But yeah, I guess a little bit of a foreshadowing and a reminder that, yeah, the bunch from Mitakihara has no clue about connecting, has no clue about upgrading their soul gems, has no clue about any of that. Cool. Cool that we have that like this early in the episode. We are back. No matter what happens, I'll protect you. But yeah, you will turn into a witch eventually. To which Yachiyo says, skill issue. Get good, scrub, and you won't turn into a witch. I really like this conflict because there isn't a clear winner, there isn't a clear side to take, right? Like, okay, on one hand, Doppel gives you the ability to survive what otherwise would have been a just straight witchification. Good. It exploits regular humans. Bad. And there isn't really a good side, right? Like, I don't agree with the Magius. I really don't. I really don't agree with their methods, with how they're trying to exploit humans, with how much havoc will they cause by summoning Walpurgisnacht. I really cannot agree with that. But I also cannot agree with Yachiyo's approach of it's just the way it is. It's a price we gotta pay. I'm just not gonna even try to figure out if it could be better. Whatever, it's the status quo and I'm not gonna change it. I cannot agree with either side. It's cool. It's great. I really like it. It's all just shades of grey, isn't it? We need to be strong enough that we don't have to rely on doppels. Yeah, sure, but what if you just happen upon a witch that is stronger than you? And you just won't be able to grow stronger anymore. You're just gonna be deleted from this world and turned into a witch. What then? Doppel system prevents that. I'll find some way to protect myself. Yeah, sure, okay. Maybe. It's not a given. And if you die, then you are killed. As one very smart anime character once said, right? With Doppel, you don't have that fear because okay, you have the fear of doppelization, right? That eventually you might turn into a doppel, but until that point, you might have like one more life, 2, 3, 15, however many more lives in you. Balance. Oh, what does this thing say? Tell me in the comments below, because I cannot read moon runes and I don't want to Google that because lest I stumble upon some spoilers. I'd rather avoid that. Churros. I need to figure out if there's a place somewhere in the city where they make churros, because I really could go for some. Or I need to figure out how to make them. I don't think making churros is that hard, is it? Right? It shouldn't be that hard. It's just fried dough. How hard could it be? I'm gonna have to figure it out. If you have some good churros recipe, hey, share it with me in the comments or in my Discord here or wherever. I'd be curious to learn about it. When we ran away from Magius, Mifuyu gave us this. Yeah, it's a map of the Calation land. And their whole plan. I really was afraid that they're gonna do the thing where the character gets the whole plan and they're like, oh, so that's what they're doing. Black screen. And it's just the character or characters who know that, but the viewer just has no fucking clue. I really was afraid they're gonna do that, but no, we get an explanation as to what the plan is. Calation Castle is above Hotel Fend Hope. Yep. Top of the castle is the beacon. And Embryo Eve is supposed to absorb the Walpurgisnacht. Big witch eating other witches. Will it actually help magical girls? That's a very good question, actually. Meanwhile, here is Yachiyo just completely rejecting any notion of any possible good that could come out of it, right? Completely rejecting it, not thinking, not wondering that, okay, the Doppel system is a nice baseline, we could maybe try to build something on top of it that wouldn't necessarily involve suffering of so many people, that wouldn't necessarily involve summoning Walpurgisnacht, right? We might be able to build upon this system, even if we just manage to give each of us a limited amount of lives. I'm not talking about complete Doppel system where you might get witchified 28 times and nothing, but at least like 3 more lives, maybe. Or something like that. We could take bits and pieces of this plan and maybe do something cool about it. No, she just rejects the entire whole plan wholesale. And that's why I cannot agree with her. But I also do not agree with the Magius. Like, I'm taking their side because they're the main characters and I want to see them happy. But from a purely pragmatic standpoint, shit, there is a ground to build upon. Maybe you should think about it. We'll have to go through Tsuruno and Mami, yep. If I touched it, it might suck me into, yeah. My business is based on trust. It's based on trust, and yet you told absolutely nobody what are the consequences of overusing the Doppel. Trustworthy businesswoman you are. Would you please say Tsuruno? I'll pay in money and grief seeds. Probably not what she needs, not what she wants. Your neutrality is an excuse to not see what you're doing. Kinda, sorta, I guess you could say. Yeah, I don't know anything. Does it matter? It doesn't matter. I don't need to know your entire fucking backstory to know that what you're doing right now is wrong. I really don't. I can just judge you by your actions. That's enough. That's sufficient. Cool. I like it. I like that someone actually says it. especially with the like recent years obsession of giving everybody and everything an extensive backstory and explanation and traumas and shit like that. Sometimes a villain is just a fucking villain and we don't need to know their childhood, right? I'm not saying that Mitama is a villain here, right? But, you know, a similar thing. I don't need to know your backstory. I can just judge you by your actions. I didn't know, but I pretended I did. I pretended I didn't see. And we actually get some backstory on Mitama. I honestly didn't think we would. In exchange for our wishes, we have to fight, until we become witches. All I have is the ability to manipulate soul gems. I can't fight on my own at all. I'd turn into a witch in an instant. Interesting. Interesting. Interesting what her wish was to cause it. Right? What would her wish have to be to completely strip her of the ability to fight and instead give her the ability to influence a constant of this world? The whatchamacallit it? The soul gems, right? I want to help people would have to be something along those lines, right? Some idealistic wish to help other people with a very idealized picture of that in her mind, right? Dancing rabbits, dancing cats, no fighting or anything of the sort. That would have to have been her image of it and the feelings behind that wish. And so she was given the ability to help others at the cost of the ability to fight. Interesting. Interesting. With my dream destroyed, I spent my days as a coordinator to earn grief seeds. I've seen so much despair from all the people I was coordinating and stuff. And yeah, I'm going to share that burden with you, carry that burden with you. Unexpected. I really didn't think that she was this close to Mitama, but apparently, again, maybe some developments in the game are more, telling about it or something. I don't know. Attack Tsuruno as if you were going to connect with her. The Uasa doesn't belong there to begin with. If you do that, you'll be able to strip it away. Yeah. Magical girls can connect. Uasa cannot connect. So you connect with just the magical girl part, and that disconnects her from the Uasa. Makes sense in theory. You need a perfect image of that character to be able to separate them, right? You need to know what exactly you're separating. Which really makes me wonder. Wait. Go back. I don't actually know anything about you or Kaede or Tsuruno or even Yachiyo. Can you actually get to know a person? That's a question. Can you actually form a perfect, ideal image of a person in your head? I don't think you can. Your image of that person is only limited to your own senses, to what you see, to what you yourself experience. You don't know what that person does in their spare time when they're not with you. You don't know what they think. So you cannot possibly create a good enough image of that person. So while in theory this method works, in practice, it's impossible. Huh. Where are you, Magia Record? There we go. It's impossible to know a person fully, so it's impossible to separate a Maguka from the Uasa she's merged with. Because I don't think it's Mitama's betrayal. That's probably the least likely scenario. Although maybe not. Although, with that line, because I thought that maybe, oh, she's like, oh, shit, the jig is up. I'm just going to release this doppel here. It's just gonna kill all the witnesses. I made sure that the rest of them are gonna be killed because I gave them false information. My status quo will be preserved. Cool, good shit. But with this line, this is the magical girl I want to be, and with the white sparkles flying in the sky, flying in the air, I don't think that's it. I think she genuinely had a change of heart, and she genuinely just wants to try and help Kaede here. She genuinely gave the best information she had to Yachiyo. Who's this? Doppel? Maybe. I'm not sure. Connecting means combining your magic. Yep. Sure does. Then we get a lot of fighting, a lot of Sakuga. Yeah, that is a lot of Sakuga. And I'm going to save you. Yeah, some animator just went balls to the wall. Also, I really like how it's kind of like the final episode of Madoka Magica, right? Hope rises, right? Mitama now has a friend. Whoa, hope rises. Sana and Felicia are with us. Hope rises. Mitama decides to help. Hope rises. We now have a way to separate them from the Uasa, right? Hope rises. We know where to go, what to destroy that summons the Walpurgisnacht, right? Everything is hopeful. The music is rising. And then, boom. Shit. Fuck. And Sayaka wants to do something similar, but Madoka thinks fast. We're not gonna do that. We're not gonna risk Mami. And here she lies. Twisted, broken, not separated. I thought that this might be a fake out as well, in the opposite direction. Right? Like rising hope and then crushing defeat. Crushing despair. It didn't work. But then, oh, this is actually the Uasa that was defeated. Tsuruno exits from a cloud of smoke. What happened? Where was I? Hope surges back up. This quick dip in the roller coaster. I really thought it's going to be something like that for a moment, but no. No. There's no hope. It didn't work. It just did not work. She's still not separated. They are still one and the same, and now their body is broken. Fuck. There's a tunnel with a light at the end of it, but is there any? Is there really? Great end to this episode. Great cliffhanger. Holy shit. Yeah, this episode can really be described as a slow and not even slow, very rapid climb, and then even a faster drop. And the title, Do You Really Know Anything? No, I don't. I thought I do, but I don't. Yachiyo thought she does, but she didn't. Sayaka thought she does. She knows what she's doing, but no. No, she didn't. Perhaps Mitama thought she knows what she's doing, but she didn't either. Nobody knows. Not the viewer, not the characters. I was actually wondering, where is it going? Like, what's gonna be the finale of this season, for the lack of a better term? And for a moment I thought that, okay, the finale is going... In this episode we're gonna save Tsuruno, next episode we're gonna save Mami, the finale is going to be, oh no, we didn't manage to destroy the beacon, or we did destroy the beacon, but the Walpurgisnacht is still coming. Shit, fuck, god damn it. And the next season, the 4 remaining episodes, will be the fight with Embryo Eve with Walpurgisnacht. But I didn't know anything, did I? I had no fucking clue what's actually gonna happen. Did I? Now I'm not sure. Now I'm genuinely not sure. Are we still going to save Mami? Are we going to try to find another way? Is there another way? What becomes of Tsuruno? Do we try to save her? Do we end her misery? Do we try again and risk that? Do we find another way? Is there another way? Or is the connection permanent? Maybe there is no going back. Who knows? Nobody knows. If we cannot go through Tsuruno and Mami with saving them, but we have to go through them, how do we do it? Do we restrain them temporarily? Do we just kill them? Our friends? Really? Will they be able to? Right? Saving Mami has been a big plot point for the Madoka group for the longest time, and do we just give up? Here, now that we are next to Mami and we can actually hope to save her, do we just give up? And just end her misery? Huh. Also, another thing worth mentioning, I guess, is that I was surprised how few people actually died so far. Right? In Madoka Magica, the original series, people die often. By the end, it's pretty much just Madoka and Homura who are alive. Not so much this time around. And while, truthfully, Tsuruno isn't dead yet, she might be. Who's going to die here? Is Mitama? Is Kaede? Or is everybody going to survive? Which would be admittedly uncharacteristic for a Madoka Magica franchise. I thought I had it figured out. Little did I know. Little did I know, huh? Yeah, I think that's it. I honestly don't think I can think of anything more to say here right now. This episode really just got me by surprise. The constant rise in hope and then a sudden drop that wasn't just a fake out. And the reveal of Mitama's backstory. So many hopeful moments. All ended in despair. All ended in despair. And now I genuinely have no clue how this season is going to end. And I genuinely have no clue what's going to happen in the last season. I just don't know. I just don't know. Yeah, I think that's going to be it. I think that's gonna be it. But you guys, you tell me in the comments down below, what did you think of this episode, of my reaction, my theories, stuff like that. Tell me all about it down below in the comments. No spoilers, please. Spoilers can go to my Discord here, also in the description below. If you want to watch Madoka early, my Patreon is also down below. Like this video if you liked it, subscribe to be notified of future videos, not just Magia Record, but also Freeren, Sasaki to Pichan, Shangri-La Frontier, Dungeon Meshi, plenty others coming in the future. Click the bell to be notified of when I go live, because I do live streams sometimes. Support the channel if you want monetarily on Patreon, as I already mentioned down below, where for $10 a month you get early access to non-seasonal shows like Magia Record, and for just $1 you get a role on the Discord and a place in the credits. You can also support me directly on YouTube itself via memberships, super thanks, super chats down below. And if you don't want to spend any money whatsoever, you don't have to. Share my content, spread the word, it costs you absolutely nothing and helps the channel a lot. And now, with all of that out of the way, that's gonna be it from me for today. So as always, you guys do the good stuff, and I'm gonna see you in the next one. Cheers! And here's my wonderful Patreons: Kyuubey, Without a Net, The Group Survivor, Zayrain, Akamaster, Dr. Watt, Magica, Life Hustle, and Hans Peter. And you can join them without having to split anybody from Anuasa.